Hey, what's up YouTube? My name's Kevin, and I'll be your host for this complete beginner course on SolidWorks. This will be a series of step-by-step tutorials on CSWA level models. This course is also meant to help you learn a design intent methodology that will help you create smart 3D models that will make it easier for you to revise, increase your accuracy, and speed up your modeling during the examination. So, let's get right into the tutorial. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? And here I am trying to click my screen multiple times, seeing how large I could get this number over here. And just because I'm a little bored right now. But since I got you guys not watching, let's go ahead with the next part. So I got a brand new part to show you guys today. This one is going to focus a little bit more on symmetry. You see this part's very symmetrical about the left and the right side. And if you guys don't know what symmetrical means, it means that it's just mirrored across from itself, you left to right or back and forth. Example, you have a left and you have a mirrored arm, which is symmetrical to your body, which is left and right. So let's get on with this part. Now, let's looking at our part real quick. We're going to evaluate it. So it looks like our origin's right in the center and in the bottom of this plate, or these two legs down here. And then we're going to have sort of like a cavity here, which is going to be this 20. And then instead of having a middle boundary, we're going to have a 10 millimeters and 10 millimeters on each side. And our special, we're going to actually see we have three values this time, A, B, and C. So we're going to quickly reference those. It's going to be 50, 50, and 120. So let's start up our part. We're going to go File, New. We're going to go to our parts in millimeters. And we're gonna have a brand new part. Hopefully our everything's pulls up okay. And just to make sure we're oriented correctly, we're gonna see that our Z is down, our Y is up, and our X is heading to the right. So looks like it's going right. And the way that we want to start this one is that I want to right click this front plane, and it hits sketch. It's just a quicker way to get to your sketch rather than going up here and clicking sketch and then coming back to it. But actually, I forgot one thing before we go ahead with that. Let's go to equations, right click, manage equations, and we're gonna set our values right away. So our first value is gonna be A, which is gonna be 50 millimeters. Our second value, did I say second already? Ooh, okay. So our second value is gonna be B, 50, and then that looks good. And then our third value is gonna be C. Ooh, is that a lowercase c? Oh, well, we'll fix that right in a bit. So 120, there we go. And then I'm gonna make that an uppercase c just to be consistent. And let's press OK. So now we can right click our front plane, press sketch. And I'm actually gonna go straight ahead and hide these planes. Right click, hide. And then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go up here to sketch and I'm gonna click center line. So now I want to click my center line right on the origin and go straight up, making sure I have that vertical bar, that yellow vertical bar, and just click anywhere. And then hit escape to stop sketching. So I'm going to rough out this shape that you see here. This leg, and then a bridge, and then another leg. Actually, it's just going to be one side, and I'll show you guys how to make this symmetrical. So I'm going to click the sketch. Right there. Now down here, you want to make sure that you grab that constraint there. So right here, you hover over it, and then you make sure that you have the vertical bar and the horizontal bar. So that white symbol and that yellow symbol, and just click down right there. And then let's head across. Make sure you have your proper constraints. Go straight up. Make sure you don't get this midpoint. You don't really need that midpoint. And then head straight up. Over to the side, going down, and back to it. And you see, this time I didn't close my boundary. And you're wondering, why did you do that this time? Well, because this time, we're going to click all of this sketch and just hit mirror. Mirror entities, and then mirror about our center line. And now we're going to press OK. And what that does is that it'll give both sides the same constraints and symmetrical, even if you change it right now. So you see me kind of wiggling this around everywhere. Well, that's how it's gonna be once you add dimensions. It's gonna constrain the part fully. So let's go ahead and start adding our dimensions. So our first dimension, let's add that B first. So this bottom piece and the very top, and that's gonna be equals B, and then make sure you grab that global variable right here. Make sure it's blue, and then press OK. Press OK again. Now we got our B value there, and then we're gonna do our C next. So left to right, and then we're gonna hit equals C, and then make sure I get our global variable right there. Press OK. And there we go. Cool. 120 and 50. Let me check if I actually got that right. 50 and 120. Cool, cool, cool. Looks all good. So let's go ahead and add a little couple more dimensions. We see that we have from the bottom here, we have a 40 millimeters. 40. And then from the bottom to the top of this bridge part, it's going to be 20 millimeters. And from left to right, do we have a dimension? No. We have this dimension right here, which is going to be 20. And another dimension from here to here, that is 30. Super. So, and then we're going to put our 10 dimension here. And then our 10 right here. There we go. And this is starting to look like some very complex bridge right here. So let's go ahead, press OK. Features, and we're going to hit our extrude. And you want to make sure you extrude the right way. If you go straight back, our origin doesn't seem to be in the correct place. We want to make sure it's in the middle of this entire plate going back and forth. So what the way we want to do is that you see our condition, our end condition in this box right here that says blind. We're going to check this blind, and we're going to hit midplane. And all that does is that it makes the center plane sketch the center of your part, and it'll extrude both directions. And then what we're going to do next is that our value here, we're going to hit equals A, and then it's going to be our 50. So press OK right here, and then press OK and all. Now we got our part. Now it looks like we have one more sketch to do, which is going to be this 20 by 10. And let's see how we're going to do that. Ooh, what is that? Okay, so what you could do here is that you could go to your right plane. Make sure you click your right plane, which is right in the mid part of your sketch. And then you're going to right click and then hit sketch. You can line up your sketch directly on it. So we're going to just get a simple box. There we go. And then we're going to hit our smart dimension. 10 right here. 10 on the opposite side. We could also, right here, we could add a symmetry, but it's just a simple little dimension. We'll just leave it at 10. So, and then we're going to go up here. We're going to hit our 20. And then just middle click, rotate your part. And then we're just going to go to features, extrude cut. We're going to go to through all both. So that's going to force that cut to go through the entire piece going all the way. So press OK. And something looks wrong. I've just noticed. So if you see right here, it looks like our leg is a little bit shorter. What did I do wrong? So to go back and actually fix our mistake, or my mistake, we could go to our feature tree. You can see that our boss that we made earlier has a sketch under it. So what you could do is right click, edit sketch, and then let's see what I did wrong. So it looks like, well, what does it look like? Good question. I'm trying to figure out what exactly I did wrong. Ah, I found it. Okay, so if you see that this 30 is supposed to be right in the middle between these, and what I did is I did it to the center line. So what we could do is that we could click that piece, delete it, and then come back smart dimension, click both sides, and hit 30 instead of 60. There we go. That looks better. Super, 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 super. Cool. Now, it looks like our part is all good this time. So we're going to quickly run through this. We're going to go to evaluate, mask properties. We're going to go to options. We're going to use custom settings. And we're gonna make sure we have the correct number of units of measurement, which is gonna be about 4 of them. So we're gonna have 4 decimal places, and then right here we're gonna change this to 27. So let's press OK, and it's gonna be 302.4. Okay, great. Now let's save this part first. So file, save as, and that is a different project. So let me go to the right place before I show you guys my entire wardrobe of drawings here. Some things I'm trying to not expose just yet. So this looks like it's it. This looks like it. And then we're back to our student folder. Click our student folder. And this part is 1.1.2. So I'm just going to override my original one. And then press OK. I'm just going to override mine. Ooh, that was loud. Okay, I'm just going to override mine. Edit. There we go. We have our part. We're going to hit save and make sure. And then right here, we're going to actually right click. Or actually, we're going to change this name real quick. We're going to change it to T1.2.1, not 12, 1. And then right click, add derived. It'll be T1.2.2. And this is going to be the next part actually. So we're going to press OK. And then we're going to go to our PDF. We're going to scroll down. And then you see our next part is going to be just a little skinnier. So our values are changed to 40, 55, and 140. So we can easily go ahead, go to our part, right click our equations, manage equations, and change our values to 40. And make sure before you hit enter to make sure this is on this configuration. And then this one's going to be 55. This configuration. And then this time we're going to hit this configuration. And 140. Press OK. Cool. It made our part into a skinnier part. And, oops, I added this right, but that's fine. So we're going to double click. You're going to see that our part's a little bigger here. And then it's a little skinnier here. So we're going to go to our second one. We're going to go to mass properties. And it's 313.2 grams. Great. Now that we're done with this part, we're going to go ahead. We're going to go start the next part. So see you guys in the next video. If you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. If you have any questions, please comment below, and I will answer as a reply comment or as a short video between the courses to help out any others who probably have the same question as you. Feedback and video suggestions are appreciated and helps me to improve the design of the content for you all to better enjoy and learn. Thank you for watching, and all of you have my greatest respects for pursuing to learn new great things.